goes from being 15 hours to 16 hours. So I have to keep on remembering all the
Yeah, it can be difficult to keep up with. It created a little bit of chaos for us on Sunday with a live show streaming out of Africa and trying to figure out what time, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, because the change had occurred at midnight. So it was a bit crazy to try to figure that out. Yeah. Well, I'm going to.
So usually, how many people come to these meetings?
We tend to have a lot of late people that come in late.
Right.
We'll probably get, maybe 1,000 views on this within 2 to 3 weeks.
Right.
Yeah, but I mean,
but with us live, usually how many people?
I think the most we've ever had live is 26 people.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and it was for a treasurer of our state, actually, who was speaking, Treasurer Fowler. So I'm going to get started today with our world anthem. We have a lot of people that watch this show afterwards and later on in the week. It's been a very busy week this week as well. Our world anthem is called Smiles Emerging from the Darkness. And this has just been a true joy. I know this year the plan is we're all going to sing a line out of this, and we're going to put together an entire video, much like We Are the World, when Michael Jackson and everybody was singing on that. So that's our intention for this particular video. Everybody should be able to see this. I'll stop a second and check for audio, make sure audio is coming through. Is anybody else hearing audio besides me?
Yes.
Okay, here we go then. Here is Smiles Emerging from the Darkness. This is our club's world anthem.
Where is all the good news? Where's the helping hand? Where are all the smiles I used to see? You gotta be here somewhere. I think I'll take a look around. Maybe try to find some harmony. All the love we used to know, just too hard to find. Giving in to feelings of despair. World we knew is upside down. Fears replacing love. It hurts. No one seems to care. There's a smile that says hello. Another says goodbye. One that promises I'm giving you my heart. I've seen a smile convey I love you. I'm proud of who you are. One that keeps us close when we're apart. Walking from the darkness of all that we've been through. It seems that there might be a way to leave behind the loneliness we've known and live again life of hello. Another says goodbye. One that promises I'm giving you my heart. I've seen a smile convey I love you. I'm proud of who you are, and one that keeps us close when we're apart. Maybe it's a thought I'm thinking of. Conversations that end with let's agree. We may be a little closer than we think to finding our way home in harmony. Finding our way to harmony. To the beauty and the joy of harmony.
Thank you so much, Jimmy James, Jim Cricket. We love you so much. And we're so thankful for his music, his playing, his piano, his choreography, his buddies who crowd up the living room, and also for the production capability and directing and sometimes sandwich making of Dr. Pauline Crawford. For all of those people in that living room playing music, I'm going to throw it over to President Crawford, our incoming president for the world. Dr. Crawford.
Thank you. Thank you. Welcome. Welcome, Linda. Welcome, everybody here and everybody watching and listening. I think Smiles Emerging from the Darkness is a very significant message, because the world is in quite a dark place, but we see the light everywhere, and we see the life force energy that we bring together. And Jim is playing music for St. Patrick's Day on Friday, so he's actually out there doing his thing for the world here in Las Vegas.
Wow.
So yes. So we're looking up river dance and all sorts of things. I don't think I'm going to be dancing. But anyway, it's wonderful to see you all here. I think the message is that we need to shine a light in the darkness in our own worlds. And it's wonderful to have Linda here from across the globe, literally on the other side of the world, and in the middle of the night. So totally appreciated, Linda. We all live in the same moment in different time zones. I would find that quite fascinating. As an avid viewer of Doctor Who and time travel, I think that's what we're about. This is time travel. So it's wonderful to see you there. And in fact, I think Nikolai is in Russia. Is that right?
Yes.
So we have Russia, we have different parts of America, and we have people watching in streaming on our various platforms that Marty is so brilliantly connected us to. And hopefully we have people watching in from everywhere across the world. So we all shine our light together, we make more light. So that's what we're about, light today. Thank you.
We do, and they're commenting. In fact, Carolina Isabel Marin Marino is just commenting. She's watching from Chile via YouTube right now. Also, Nikolai from Russia. We must all remember that we have loving people who are Rotarians. We have many Rotary clubs in Russia, Ukraine, Turkey, Syria, Puerto Rico, all over the world. And as far as Australia, Chile, we have Las Vegas today, New York. Quanta is on. She is from Turkey. We're so fortunate. And also all of you people out there watching on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube who are commenting over on the other side, the public side. Thank you so much. I'm Marty Mongello. I would like to now throw it over to President-elect Patty Frudenberg of New York City. She has got the Freedom Tower, 1,776 foot tall, 1776 behind her back there. Patty, President Frudenberg.
And then we also have the United Nations right there. It's great to be here in New York, but I love to also be in London and Australia and North Carolina and Russia too. I mean, our prayers are with you. So we're all omnious today, right here, right now. Greetings from New York. My name is Patty Frudenberg. I am the secretary for the Rotary Club of Global Impact, and yes, indeed, the president-elect for 2023-2024. With standing right next to Pauline Crawford over here is an honor. Our leader, President Marty Margello, is amazing, and everybody else who participates, whether you're a guest or a member, we appreciate you, and we are so excited to hear Linda's presentation today. So I'm going to mute my mic now.
Thank you so much, President-elect Crawford and President-elect Frudenberg. I honestly have the luck to learn from you all the time. Also, I noticed Dr. Shazia from India has come on. Prayers for her. She had just lost her fiance, passed away. And also prayers today for Dr. Mike, is on his way by helicopter back up to Yale University to have his back and spine operated on. He was medevaced by helicopter to the airport in Orlando. And I would like to ask for a prayer now from the Heavenly Parent for all faiths from Nikolay. He is our chaplain, our international chaplain. Nikolay, over to you in Russia.
Yeah, thank you very much, everybody. Please join my prayer. Dear Heavenly Parent, we are so happy to meet you live here. You inspire us, the people from different corners of the world. And also we know that our ancestors are with us. So Heavenly Parent, you inspire us to meet for peace. And this is so important as so many brothers and sisters nowadays in the 38th of Meridian are doing their fighting and war in Eastern Europe. We pray for them, for their liberation, for all of them. And that's supposed to be the last one, to stop it right now. And I'm so happy that we are meeting these brothers and sisters here with you family, and we unite for peace. So we are building, and please be with us here and receive our reports, everybody from every corner of the world, what we was doing the last previous months, and plan together what we could do together with you. There was so many relief to Ukraine and other cities and countries, and also we pray for our brothers and sisters who are suffering by different illness. And let's unite together, Heavenly Parent. Please illuminate us and give much energy further to thrive in our families, communities, countries, and full world to build ultimate global peace by 2027. Please receive this short report. And please bless us. I pray in my name, Nikolai Kerpala, Center Plus Family. Adieu. Amen, amen, amen.
Amen. And thank you so much. No matter what your faith group is, Zoroastrianism, Taoism, Hinduism, Buddhism, Catholicism, if you go to a temple, a mosque, a church, a synagogue, it really doesn't matter to us. Rotary is welcoming to anybody from anything, and we are a non-faith oriented organization worldwide. And with that in mind, I would like to get ready to introduce our guest speaker from Australia today, Ms. Linda Duong. She is up very, very late. As you know, our international convention with 20 to 30,000 people is getting ready to converge on Melbourne. We rented the space and hotel some 5 years ago, and that's going to be coming up here this year very early. Before I introduce her and get her on her way to bed, we do have a welcome video for you and thank you. And I will just put that on here. It's a short one, and then we'll introduce Linda and welcome her from Three Hearts. I've been involved with Linda for quite some time, and she has got a very special program going on in addition to her businesses that she does. This is our thank you video and welcome for you from Rotary. Are you guys getting that audio out there today? Is everybody able?
Yes, there is some music.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
good. I'll play it, then I'll keep going.
If you believe in love, alone, we can only do so much. But together, progress is boundless. Together, we provide training and resources to people and communities, growing local economies, supporting education, and promoting peace. Together, we help those who need us the most, preventing diseases, providing clean water, sanitation, and hygiene, and supporting mothers and their children. Together, we make a difference. And it is all thanks to you. As Rotary members, we challenge ourselves to do better. Only looking back to see how far we have come. Last year, more than $430 million was contributed to the Rotary Foundation. Because of you, over 1,190 global grants, 470 district grants, and 225 disaster response grants were funded. And over $15 million was donated to support refugees from Ukraine. Thank you for supporting the Rotary Foundation and all you do on behalf of others. Because of you, together we can do even more good.
All right, there you have it. Because of you, we can do even more good. We have to work together. And this is why we have been working with Linda at Three Hearts and Phoenix Foundation and Be an Angel and so many other organizations that people ask, if Rotary is so massive, why are we working with UMANA, the Ukraine Medical Association? And why are we working with these little friends of Be an Angel, these little organizations? The reason is because of people like Linda Duong in Australia and her amazing story with her vision and mission has just been unbelievable. If anybody is following along and taking a look at her many different websites, the best one I like is lindaduong.com.au/3hearts. And there she talks about her vision and mission being a social initiative with the vision and mission to create a more connected society by eliminating loneliness, isolation, and the things that lead to depression. What a great philosophy that is, to want to work on eliminating loneliness, isolation, and the things that lead to depression. I mean, that is a fantastic vision and mission. She is combining communities, imagining communities, cities and countries around the world, and all kinds of people from different walks of life and different career paths and interests. And she creates a safe space when you go to her meetings for everybody to enjoy one another. And they are massively diverse. I had one gentleman, Fang Chua, contacted me. He's a Chinese Canadian gentleman, and he said, I want to have you on my show. And it was like, wow, who ever knew that Chinese people live in Canada? But they do. They do, and they're very successful. Fong, thank you so much, and thank you, Linda, for introducing me to Fong. Regardless of gender, race, skin color, or religion, these people are sharing their daily wins, their challenges, and you'll hear them talk about their setbacks during Linda's meetings and shows that she hosts across the earth. She makes it possible for people to come together. I'll let her talk even more about that now as we welcome to the stage Ms. Linda Duong. It is about 2:30 in the morning for her in Australia. Thank you, Linda, for putting up with us so much. Welcome to you, Linda.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. It's so heartwarming to be able to finally meet everyone face to face. So it's very heartwarming, even though it's 2 a.m. here. I'm full of excitement. And what a blessing for Marty to give my presentation the name Achieved and Imaginable. I thought I'll go with that. And may I share my screen now?
Yes, absolutely.
Sure. Thank you.
And welcome to Three Hearts again.
Thank you, everybody. Yes, welcome to Three Hearts. I thought today, because it's my first time meeting with everybody, can I just check that everybody sees my screen?
Yes, we can see it. Achieve the unimaginable.
Oh, okay, great. So I thought because this is the first time I joined the meeting, perhaps instead of just talk about Three Hearts, I share a bit about my journey. It's been dubbed the Zero to Hero, my own hero. I thought we all need to be our own hero before we can be hero for others. And a bit about Three Hearts, a bit about my business, Link Coaching as well. So here we go. So if ever, right, because we sometimes don't know what the internet does. I thought, if I do get disconnected, this is the one quote I like to leave with you. And that is, it's not your skill that stop you from achieving things, but it is your emotions. And that's been my experience. So don't ever think that, oh, I can't do this. I don't know how to do this. So therefore I can't achieve my goals. It's so not true. So it's been my experience that, if you put that thought aside, you can achieve anything you want. Perhaps I should have given you a bit of warning before I clicked to this photo. This could easily say is the most embarrassing photo on planet Earth. This is the only child photo I have. I was born at the end of the Vietnam War. I didn't see color TV, color photos. I grew up with black and white. I didn't even have color pencils. So it was really, really basic. So that's me from zero. And then at the age of 15, I suddenly came to Sydney without a word of English.
And Linda,
and yes,
you need to advance your slide. Just click on the third slide as a child so that the main screen shows slide number 3. If you click with your mouse.
Oh, okay, sure. So did you see that? You can see.
You can either use the space bar to advance slides, or you can use the right arrow key, or you can.
So did you see the photo? What do you see at the moment?
We only see it over on the left, just the little left slider bar where it says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but it's not showing on the. So if you go back into your.
Should I stop sharing and then go back in?
Oh, you can, yeah, maybe, sure.
Okay.
You could share it on a slide.
So, is this better?
Not yet.
Here we have you. We can see you.
Okay, but you can't see my slide.
Not yet. No.
Oh, I am so sorry. Thank you for letting me know.
No, it's okay. I could see the little ones on the left-hand side of the screen, like slides 1, slide 2, and 3, and 4.
Okay.
But the main screen was not.
And you can put it to slideshow.
Yeah, so I was trying to do that. So when I click sharing, shall I choose entire screen or a window or
entire screen is fine. A specific window is fine. Yeah.
And also, even if you can't get on slides, there is that little white bar that you just arrow down and it will just bring your screen up, like scroll up.
Oh, okay. I'm so sorry.
No, that's what we're here for. This is an example of Rotary right here. This is what we do. We work together.
Okay.
There you go. Looks like there's your little picture in black and white.
So you can see it now?
Oh, you look so cute.
That's what I meant by the most embarrassing photo on planet Earth.
Oh.
So you can see okay now?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So then suddenly at the age of 15, I came to Sydney without a word of English. So this photo is me from zero. But this is me achieving my dream number 1. Because when I was little, as you could see, I didn't even have a dress. Any little girl does dream of having a dress. And that was the seed to become a wedding dress designer. And that's my own a little boutique. I literally design everything from the shop fitting to the logo to everything. And as I mentioned before, I did not even see color photos or color TV. When the first time I saw a color photo, it just literally blew my mind. It was the first time I seen someone with blonde hairs and blue eyes, and every day I dream about the world. And at the time, I didn't even have a world map or globe model. And so that planted another seed. And so I traveled the world. I've been to Alaska 25 years ago. And then at about grade 3, I met a really sweet teacher. She hasn't taught me anything, but she made me feel safe. Because when I was in kindergarten, I was really scared. You know, back then the teacher holds a cane to catch naughty kids, right? I got really scared. I couldn't learn anything. But by that time I was in grade 3, I met this sweet teacher. I thought, that's what I would like to do. I would like to be able to help other kids, you know, feel safe to learn. And so, yeah, that's me volunteering in children's anywhere at me I would go. Even teaching hand embroidery, leather work, and now through my book, teaching speaking and link coaching. And then when I first came to Australia, when I was in Vietnam, I didn't even have color pencils. When I first saw art gallery, it again blew my mind. I was thinking, wow, amazing, like how does artists do this? Like, so another seed has planted.
And
so finally, I did diploma of visual arts. I graduated. I participated in the exhibition. This is my first one.
Linda, pardon me for interrupting you. Can you advance your slide to slide number 4 with the dresses?
Oh, it's still there. I clicked. It didn't move.
No, it has not moved.
Okay. Oh dear. How about now? Does it move?
No.
No.
Oh, I've been moving. What do I need to do for it to move?
Try
It went to the
the
dresses.
little white bar. Try the little white bar on the left side.
The white bar. I don't have a white bar on the
No,
left
she
side.
needs to actually go into PowerPoint on her.
I did. I am in PowerPoint.
And there you can, when you go to the next slide.
Okay.
And it may actually just be sharing only one slide at a time. So here on Google Meet, down at the bottom, there is a small rectangle with an arrow pointing up, and it says that you are presenting. So you may have to go over to your PowerPoint.
I'm so sorry. Okay.
Or if you want to, you can send me this whole presentation on WhatsApp, and we can do it, and you can just say next slide.
Oh, okay. I'm so sorry.
Whichever's easier for you.
Yeah. Okay. So but you seen the wedding dress? You seen it before?
I can only see it on the little slides over on the left-hand side.
Okay.
I think those are presenters helpful to be able to see miniature versions of what's coming next.
Yeah.
But the main screen is not advancing forward. What it normally does on all these PowerPoint presentations that people do. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's an undersea cable today, or
Okay. So may I be excused for 1 minute? I'll email it to you quickly, and then we'll get back.
Okay.
Oh, whichever way.
Drop it in WhatsApp. I'll bring it up on WhatsApp for you and download it.
Okay. I think it's quicker for me to just email it to you. Would that be all right?
I'll have to double email it to myself. I can do.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm on another machine here. I can do it.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do that. Okay.
So
I beg your pardon, everybody. I'm so sorry about that.
No problem. It could be a satellite today.
Yeah.
We are bouncing across several undersea cables with you. And then sometimes the handoff, they direct traffic to the Indian cable or up to the English cable. It's amazing.
So how about this? Why don't we just continue, and we'll share under the link. Would that be better?
You can also share a link of your website, or I can receive the presentation via email or LinkedIn or
Yeah.
or
Okay.
WhatsApp,
Okay.
and I can display
Sure.
it for you.
Okay. So let's do this. Did you want to carry on with other portion of the meeting first then while I do this? Or did you want to wait
I
for the...
can ask Istiak Doza. He usually has some updates going on. Istiak, as the DIPO, did you want to put out any kind of update today?
Yeah, I'll do that while everybody's going on.
Yeah. Helena. Anyways, hey everybody. So no, at the moment I don't really have an update. And I'm sorry I'm late. The time zone changed apparently. Okay, so in my calendar it's showing it's starting half an hour from now. So
Exactly.
I'm really sorry about that.
And Google Meet was going crazy. It was sending out these things because there's just 4 hours difference with England. It was going insane. It must have sent me 4 messages last night that our meeting was going to be at 10 in the morning. I was like, what is this crazy Google Meet doing? It was losing its mind for a second. Patty, did you get any crazy email messages?
I got my emails got blown up, put it that way.
Yeah. Ritu's book is out, by the way. We've been so proud of her. So if you get a chance to purchase Ritu Chopra's book, she has also published a book in addition to Dr. Pauline. Dr. Pauline, did you want to talk about yours and Ritu's book? I can actually show them on screen.
I'll be excused for a second. I'll be back.
No problem. No problem.
So I think what's lovely about the Ritu's book is that it's very much a study about and reference and research into women. And I think the books are very complementary to the idea that the Rotary Club of Global Impact has 30%, is it, or 50% women?
It's at least 50%. Many days it has gone up to 64.
And that our President Jennifer Jones should be very proud of us, and that we are a shining example to the world about authentic harmony, because that's what we need. So between Ritu's book and my book, I think we represent a very strong case for bringing transformation in the world through men and women working together.
Yeah, and I think I can see it there on Amazon.com. She has got it. The way she released it, it was actually women leadership in the 21st century right there. Creating and raising leaders of tomorrow. And her first day of issue actually was quite interesting. She was offering it for free download. It's now $9.99 on Kindle. So if anybody would like to support Ritu in her journey, she is, of course, a wonderful Rotarian member of our club. And this is her newest book that was just released. And then after about 10 days, we ask that you please do a review. If you do your review too soon, the Amazon algorithm tends to drop your review and figures there's no way that you could have read the book that fast, right, Pauline?
That's right.
Yeah. So please wait about 10 days.
It's not that you have to put the title in.
Okay.
Put power.
I did see you come up before, and you know how I went in there, I found you like this as an author.
Yeah.
If you click on the human's name, Pauline has a profile as an author. And so this is Pauline's latest book, The Power of Authentic Harmony. So please also support Pauline. And tell us about your pricing and your paperback and hardcover, Pauline.
So the hardback is $22.95. The paperback is $18.95, but obviously plus shipping costs. But the ebook is 99 cents for the next couple of months. So I want everybody to be able to read the content because we have a lot to do. Thank you, Dr. Showzisa. We've got to get men and women together. So it is about women leaders in the future, but for me, it's about men and women understanding the co-creation of heart-centered leadership, because it's only together understanding our differences that we will make the world a different place.
Yeah, so please, if you do buy a copy, give it a review in about 10 days later. That'll be super, super, super helpful. And
Yeah, because reviews help the ratings to go up.
yeah, so let me stop presenting there and give Linda a chance to jump back in. I don't see her there yet. She's not sent us her presentation just yet. I did ask her to send it to me as an emergency backup for when these things happen. But
just as a note, there is a lot of things happening this month because of International Women's Month, and there is actually an event going on in the UN today about human rights, and my dear friend Dr. Jibril Diallo is there. We will get him to come and speak to our club sometime, but he's the CEO of the African Renaissance Diaspora Network, and they've got some very important things going on in the UN to really suggest different ways of managing the continuing violence in the world against women. This is not right. Human rights law was signed 75 years ago. I don't think we have the equity that we really desire in the world yet. So we need to make sure we make all you wise men stand up and be counted with us wise women.
absolutely. I was listening this morning to Forbes. Women make 86 cents to what every man makes. And if you're a Black woman, it drops down to 64 cents. And then they discussed other skin colors, and it goes lower and lower and lower. Speaking of which, tomorrow we have a big event, Rotary Empowers Girls. This is being hosted by our zone 33 and 34, with Jeremy Hurst out of the Cayman Islands. I'll go on ahead and just showcase that over here for everybody to see. This is a special event tomorrow, March 15th. This will be at 10 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Rotary Empowers Girls. This is coming from the 2023 United Nations Commission on the Status of Women, the NGO Forum, 10 to 11:30 tomorrow. This information has been put out on WhatsApp. You can see Stephanie Urchik, our upcoming president for the world of Rotary, is a speaker. Jennifer Jones will be on. One of our Rotary director, Elizabeth Osovich, is going to be on. And this is going to be a neat event. I'm going to try to get Rainy on, our 12-year-old daughter, to watch this special event about empowering girls. Now, any comment about the 50th anniversary on this, gang?
I didn't know this was on, so I should make sure that we can listen in. Yes, it's live.
Yes, this will be live, and this is part of our zone, which stretches all the way down the eastern seaboard and through the Caribbean. Our current zone director that we live inside of is Jeremy Hurst from the Cayman Islands. We belong to District 7680 out of Charlotte, but we're in this massive zone. It's a huge slice of the earth is hosting this.
That's brilliant.
Yep, this information is all in the WhatsApp group. You'll see it right there. So the registration is also here. Jennifer Jones is going to be on. Our president nominee, Stephanie Urchik, our zone director, Jeremy Hurst, another zone director, Elizabeth Osovich, will be on. And the registration is right here. When you click and go into the registration, it'll take you in there. You can register for the webinar. There's no charge for this tomorrow. So big event coming up. I hope everybody can be there for that. Also, other items happening. I would like to pass it over to Patty. Patty, did you have any items that you wanted to bring up?
Well, our Syria and Ukraine, that's really coming together. I mean, the amount of tons of items for the refugees and the generators. I mean, we will be putting out those beautiful videos. Those are fresh off the burner. So keep a lookout for that. We'll be sharing. But that really just has me like, you know, speechless, because, you know, seeing is believing, right, Marty?
Absolutely.
So what else can I say? Wait till you see these videos of the tons and tons of manpower, not only stuff, but manpower. You know, people in tractor trailers getting the stuff over to the refugees, to the orphanages, to the hospitals. It's really beautiful to see. Also with the Paul Harris, we are so blessed that Fidos is matching up to $500 for all our current members. We have until June 1st. So go ahead and put your donations in. They all count and they will be matched, so we could be Paul Harris Fellows. And that's also really exciting news. So, you know, DM me, text me, email me if you need any guidance or more information on that, or reminder. I'm here to serve. And that, I believe, is our latest. You just mentioned the Girls Empowerment. That's tomorrow, and that's really exciting for Women's Month. So yeah, over to you, Marty. And if Linda's here, we're ready to roll.
Linda is back. Yes, she is. And also welcome to SM Zilla Raman. He's coming in to us live. He is most welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. I've got Linda's presentation here.
My great pleasure.
So Linda, I'm going to open it up, and as you just say, next slide, I'll advance it. And I think
so
I didn't want to miss. Your pictures are so beautiful. A picture is worth 1,000 words. I didn't want to miss. These things are so amazing.
Yes, absolutely. And thank you for letting me know. Otherwise, I wouldn't have known. So I really appreciate
you were talking about your dresses, and I'm like, where's the beautiful dresses, the Snow White, all that, the bridal, and okay, can everybody see that?
Yes, I can see it. Can everybody see it?
Yeah, now it's better.
Okay.
Yeah. So as I said right from the beginning, pardon? Why don't we start again? Is that okay, everybody?
Sure.
Yeah, why don't we start again? So basically, for the latecomer friends, I just want to share a bit of my journey. And Martin has chosen the amazing title for my presentation, Achieve the Unimaginable. I thought, I love it. Let's go with it. And so today I like to share a bit about my journey, my Zero to Hero journey, a bit about 3 Hearts, and a bit about link coaching. So as I said earlier, you know, we always experience glitches on the internet, and I just did. And so with the next slide, I would just like to share with you that my quote is that, you know, it is not your skills that stop you from achieving things, it's your emotions. And that's exactly what I just experienced right now, right in front of you, to illustrate that to you. Things will always happen, so don't let that get into us. And so the next slide I would like to share with you is the only childhood photo that I have, the most embarrassing photo on planet Earth, I consider it. So this is me. I was born at the end of the Vietnam War. I didn't have anything that kids have these days, literally nothing. I only seen black and white TV, black and white photos. And then suddenly at the age of 15, I was teleported to Sydney, Australia without a word of English. And so on the next slide, I will share with you my first dream. I have achieved my first dream because, as you can see in my black and white photo, if we move to the next one, please, Martin.
Okay.
I did not, you know, have dresses, beautiful clothes like girls here. So I just wish I could have a dress. And that planted a seed of becoming a wedding dress designer. So that's my boutique. I think our photo's gone. Can everybody still see the photo?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. So
got
that's my wedding dress boutique. I literally design everything from the mural to everything to the logo. And then the next thing was that, you know, I never seen black and white photos until I received the first one when my sister came to Sydney, Australia, and that planted another seed that I wanted to see the world, because I didn't even have a world map or a globe model. So yeah, I traveled the world. I've been to Alaska 25 years ago. Basically, what I want to share today with my journey is the hope that if you have wishes and dreams, go for it. Just go for it. And it doesn't have to be one. You can keep going. And so on the next photo, I would like to share with you my third dream is that when I was in grade 3, I met a very sweet teacher. She hasn't taught me anything yet, but at least I felt safe to learn. Whereas when I was in kindergarten and year 1, the teacher made me feel really scared. You know, back then, the teacher will hold a cane to catch all the kids. I got so scared I couldn't learn anything. So that planted another seed. And so I volunteer in school. I teach, I facilitate even men's workshop in letters work, hand embroidery. Are we still showing the photos?
I'm going to go
Marty?
back to it in 1 second. Keep going.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. And now I'm still teaching through my book, through speaking, and through link coaching and being a coach. And so then when I first came to Sydney, Australia, like back then, I didn't even have color pencils. When I arrived here, next slide, please, Martin. When I arrived here, it was the first time that I see an art gallery, and it really was fascinating to me. I was really curious, like how do artists do it? So eventually I studied visual arts. I graduated diploma of visual arts. And this is my first participation in exhibition. It gained the center space at the exhibition. And the next one.
Oh, that was your entry.
That's my entry, yes.
That's really nice.
Yes, it's my artwork.
Wow.
My very first
how old
exhibition.
were you?
Oh, this is in 2015.
Wow. That's still very nice, man.
Thank you. Thank you. And so then these are other exhibitions that I participated, that I won awards. And next one, please, Marty. Okay. And then in 2016, so my self-portrait was selected as the Women's Art Prize on the theme of equality. So, and the next one.
Yeah, that one is so nice. Your shading is so well done of the human skin.
Thank you. It was my first time doing a self-portrait.
That's really good.
And then, of course, I continue, you know, along the way. I always love sharing my stories, and people would always say, oh, you should write a book, especially when I had my bridal shop. The brides would always come to me for help. How do you start your business? And I would coach them in their business in a matter of 5 minutes. And so then they would say, oh, you should write a book. So, of course, eventually I wrote a book. But the book was published not because of the wish of being an author. The book has a little slight journey to it. I initially wrote a book for my children. I was actually just for them. But then after I wrote the first draft, 2 children had taken their own life due to cyberbullying. And that's when I decided that I need to share with the world. And that's how I began on the author journey. And as soon as I decided to publish the book, the thought of 3 hearts, the vision of mission of 3 hearts just came. I just keep thinking that, you know, at this time, these 2 children, if they just reach out to anybody at all, their story would have changed. And that's when I had this vision that we need to have connection hubs all around the world. And that's when 3 Hearts was born. And with the book, I have achieved #1 bestseller in Australia, in Canada, in UK, #5 in US. And that's how making it #1 international bestseller. And with that, I was inducted into the Bestselling Author organization. As you can see, I got my medal there. But if you look back at my black and white photo, I really have come from zero, from nothing. but to be able to have a medal for my book, it was so humbling. It was really, really humbling. And on the next photo, next slide, please, Martin. This is in 2019. If you have not met Dr. Martin Seligman, he's the grandfather of positive psychology. Everything about me is about positive psychology. The book is all about how to make things work when things don't work. It just shares my journey. I just call it a storybook. But ever since I learned about Dr. Martin Seligman, I just thought I want to meet him one day, and I did. So basically, whatever I put my mind to, it became the seed for my dream, and it became my reality. And that's what I want to share with you all today, right? I just want to share with you that whatever it is you have in your mind, just keep going. You can do it. Next slide, please, Marty. Thank you. So then with the start of Three Hearts, that started in 2019. The book was launched in 2017, but nothing happened overnight. It took a lot of times of design and design and curating. So finally, I launched it in 2019 in Sydney. And in 2020, January, we launched in Ohio, in USA. But then when March COVID hit, we brought it online through Zoom, and that extended to Europe. And so it's been an amazing journey. You'll see it in the next slide, that we have helped many, many people. Why bother? Because there's 300 million people in the world are suffering from depression. And 72% of entrepreneurs have self-reported mental health concerns. So it's a big, big problem that we're experiencing. And that's why I feel compelled to do what I could in my own space, my own capability to do whatever I can, because I just keep thinking those two children. And I don't want my children to grow up with depression. And that's why I felt compelled to do it. And so far, we have not charged anybody for this service. It's just out of my heart. And on the next slide. So basically, Three Hearts has now extended to educational platform as well. We want to help people to be able to connect, engage, and keep flourishing. So Three Hearts' vision and mission, as Marty shared earlier, is to create a more connected society by eliminating isolation, loneliness, and the lead to depression through the prevention model. So Three Hearts has a special model for the meetings. And on the next slide, this is a very, very special story to share. Christine was an international award-winning artist. She was like at her height of her career. She had to stop to serve her senior parents. And I completely understand because I had senior parents. But over the course of 8 to 10 years, like anybody would, she started to feel isolated and, become lonely and fall into depression. But it was by chance that she picked up my book. She got it from the thrift store. She paid 20 cents. I made nothing from the sale. But from there, she was able to reconnect with herself, connect with other people, and connect with me, and become Three Hearts ambassador. And throughout the 12 months of being Three Hearts ambassador, she rebuilt her confidence and reinvented herself as a trauma coach. And from my book, she was inspired. And of course, she became a co-author as well. So anybody has come, to Three Hearts through my work had gained amazing, and they have transformed their life. The book has helped many people become authors, including academics. I'm talking very fast because I'm aware of the time. So just bear with me. I hope that's okay. If you need me to slow down, just let me know. On the next slide, just like to share with you the people, the amazing leaders who attend our Three Hearts meeting. Andrew, who is a marketing director, he has 3 companies and $1 million business. He was going to join Toastmasters to improve his public speaking skills, but he said Three Hearts has taken him on a whole new level. And then we have Dr. Ole Inca. He's in UK. He said that Three Hearts meeting does a lot of good psychologically, physically, spiritually, mentally, and everything in the whole package. And then we have Barbara, who is a glass artist and teacher. She's amazing. She actually does, lampshades for the White House. We have really incredible people in our community, little community, but global community. And she said all her life, tell her what to do, tell her what to achieve, she's done it, but never had a chance to learn about herself until she come to Three Hearts. And Three Hearts has challenged her to think to be more than what she thought she could. So Three Hearts has been really amazing. Everyone has, it's just a really heartwarming place, and we have many heartwarming stories. On the next slide, please, Martin.
Okay.
Thank you. So my next quote to share with you is that never, ever underestimate the power in you, right? So if you look back at this little photo, it's the most embarrassing photo, really, right? At the age of 4.5, who would still have the pacifier in their mouth? So now I give you the permission to laugh with me, not at me, but with me. But really, never, never underestimate the power in you, because it doesn't matter what we do, right? Even sharing a smile, you have impact on other people, right? Imagine someone's going through a tough time, someone who's about to go and jump the bridge, and you give them the warm, this most sincere smile. It would really, really turn them around. So that's what I really like to share, is never, ever underestimate the power in you. And the next slide, I would like to share with you a bit about my coaching business. With Link Coaching, I'm a coach. I started as a parenting coach, focused on gifted education, because I'm really passionate about the mind's potential. But then as I help the parents, it extends to the business, and it keeps extending. And my specialty is self-leadership, because I believe that if we can lead ourselves well, we can lead our business well, we can lead our family well, our courses, our community well. And so I have been really humbling. I've been able to help, associate professors, health coaches. I have even helped ex-dean from university, from the psychology faculty. Dr. Matt said, Linda, I'm learning from you, even though I'm already a teacher. That's really cool, because he's actually a lecturer at the university. And the other photo, the group of the ladies, they are all professionals. They data admin, math teacher, they're all different fields. So this is just a small selection to share with you. So yeah, it's been really humbling that I've been able to help all different professionals. And on the next slide, you could see that it's teachers, IT professional. This Frenchman who originally came to me with the thought of collaborating, but when we get on the call, on every second sentence, I had to say, pardon me, could you please repeat that? And so then I offer him my 6 weeks English speaking for entrepreneur. And in short 6 weeks, after that, he was able to speak fluently. Now I don't even have to ask him to repeat. So basically, I packaged my 36 years of experience into a short 6 weeks of weekly lesson, and it's fun. You don't have to do the traditional, repetitive, lengthy, boring practice. So basically, I've been able to distill things into a very simple form, same as my book. And now he's actually writing a book with me. If you could share the next slide, please.
Okay.
So I'm also a book writing coach. That's him there writing the book with me. So if anybody here would like to write a book with me, please do get in touch, and I'll have a very special gift for you. And that will be a hotel voucher. I'll share that more when you get in touch with me. And on the next slide, this is me being a speaker all around the world on world stages. On the right, be the change you want to see in the world. That was in 2017 in San Diego. The other one is driving multiculturalism in business. Again, this is just a couple of photos, just a few photos, but I have a lot more. And on the next slide, it's very humbling that from my book sales, I was able to donate and support over 1,000 students in Uganda and over 120 teachers in Uganda as they build schools for over there. And with all the work that I do, it's been very humbling that I've been honored the Doctor of Education. And I've also been featured on a documentary that it has won 24 global awards. And when I was invited to be featured in this documentary, I was given a script. But then I said to the producer, no, I would like to keep to my truth instead of reading the script. And my truth was that I started sharing the book because of 2 children who suffer from cyberbullying. And I believe with that statement, it really added weight to the reason for this documentary, because this documentary is all about keeping children safe on internet. And so I do believe that adds weight to it. And I'm very, very happy for this film to have received so many awards. And it's been really, really humbling to be able to contribute. And on the next slide, that comes to an end. My final quote for you is follow your heart, follow your dreams, which is my keynote speech. So just keep taking actions, keep going. I know COVID has hit a lot of us and it dampened a lot of our feelings. And, you know, wherever you are, it doesn't matter. We can pick it up. We can keep going. And just remember, it's not your skills. I still have a lot of skills that I can't do. Like you see tonight, my IT skill wasn't that great. But it's really your emotions that hold you back. So just keep going, keep learning, keep taking actions. And thank you so much for bearing with me with the technical glitch.
Oh, it's okay.
I'm sending you all my love all the way from Sydney, Australia. On the last slide, this is the hotel vouchers. For anybody, I said to Marty, it's really, really special for me to be here with you all. I haven't been able to join previously because of the time zone difference. Anybody who would like to work with me to write your book, I have this special gift for you. It's a voucher. You can choose over 100 destinations. Yeah, so that's all about me. Thank you so much. And if anybody have any questions, I'm happy to answer.
Yeah, I have my standard stumper here. We call these our stumpers. Let's go for anything from numbers 1 through 27, Linda. You pick a number.
Oh, okay, 18, my favorite number.
Number 18. What are you known
Yes.
for? What are you best known for? Number 18.
Oh, that's a good question. What am I best
Author,
known for?
speaker, podcaster, teacher. What would you say? Number 18. What are you best known for?
I think I'm just known as Linda, the zero to hero. The zero to hero.
If I was to answer
author.
that, I would say Linda, the smiling, loving, sharing, gifted, just always pouring, cascading like a waterfall with happy smiles.
I have many nicknames. I have been called the Queen of Hearts. I have been called I have all been called all different nicknames. So that's one of the titles that I've known, Queen of Hearts.
Well, thank you so much. Any other questions for Linda today?
I have a question. This is my stomper. This is my in my pocket stomper. I'm gonna pull it out. Who would you say is your most memorable mentor, either past or living?
It's my mother. She's the one who inspired me to write this book. So the background, another part of the background story to the book was that my father, at the age of 92, had a fall, broke his hip bone, had to be relocated to the nursing home. And at the time, I missed my mother so dearly because she's already passed away long ago. I was wishing that she was here to nurse him. And my kids never got to meet her. And so I just wish that they have wrote the book, because they've been through amazing things. They've been through World War II, Japanese War, Vietnam, you know. I just wish they wrote the book, but they haven't. And so I thought, how about I write it so that, you know, before I get too old, before I forget. And that's how I started writing. And after writing the first draft, the 2 children took their own life, and that's how began the next part of the story. But I wrote the first draft for my kids, inspired by my mom, because I thought I didn't have anything, and yet I still managed to achieve every single dream I have. And so that's why I wanted to write for my children. So yes, it's my dad too, but I credit it all to her immensely. Yes, it's my mom.
Beautiful.
And And nice to meet you here, Aaron. We never got to meet before, so nice to meet you.
Oh, nice to see you. I think we've talked a little bit in the channel,
Yes.
but
Yeah.
haven't really formally met you before. But yeah, it's good to see you. Great presentation.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah,
Anybody have any other
questions for Linda while we have her before we send her to bed in Australia?
It's now 3 a.m. 3:08 minutes a.m.
I've done these shows in India and Australia, and it's at 2 and 3 in the morning. Anybody else, thank you so much. Then Linda, we're going to send you to bed with our thanks and the gift of time and sleep. If anybody would please put your LinkedIn profile into the chat box, we will get that out there to everybody. We also have a final presentation today in the fact that all of our financials for the past 90 days were published onto our website. So our income statement, our balance sheet for every month is available 24 hours a day. We are an open financial vehicle, and anybody can analyze our finances on our website anytime you would like, 24 hours per day. We also then put those in our WhatsApp group. We have about $2,000 on file right now. We had about $4,000. You'll notice the main bills are to Rotary International and to Rotary for our district. We each pay, a district is about $1,000, and then to Rotary International in Chicago, we pay about $1,200. We have some upcoming bills of our web hosting through DACDB.
Marty, are you sharing your screen?
No, I'm not.
Are you sharing your screen?
No, I'm not sharing. But we have a couple of bills coming up of DACDB, the web module, and our finance module, about $600. And the other big bill, we spent about $700 to send Dr. Pauline to Los Angeles for president's training. That is a requirement of Rotary. And she handled a bunch of the other bills herself. Thank you to her for doing that. It burns a hole in your pocket to be a president. I spent must have $1,500, $2,000 to go to the training, parking and the dry cleaning and tipping, and not every meal is going to be covered. So thank you for the dedication of Dr. Pauline and also Patty, who has already completed her training in New York. Okay, or like I always say, Patty. Okay. I have a final open floor to anybody. We always open the floor to old business and then new business. Any old business, anyone?
Well, thank you so much once again for having me. I'm gonna leave you to it, and I hope to meet you again next time. Bye for now.
Take care. Any new business then? Anybody with new business?
I see a fellow Bangladeshi has joined us, Mr. Zilur Rahman. I'd love to hear from him a little bit.
Oh, are you?
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Yeah. I also see you. I'm very much happy to see you and other. Okay, first of all, I like to say what can say. It's my great pleasure to be with Mr. Martin. Long time I observing you. Yeah. Thank you very much. But this is the first time now I am with you. Excuse me. And also I see our some international friends, and also my local friend, Mr. Istiak, and also I saw there is Mrs. Naslin. Maybe she left now. But really, I would be very much happy to get some more information and to be with you. And just now I got something about Mrs. Linda, about her biography. So maybe next time, maybe I can share about something about my biography. Already you can go through to my TV Turning Point S.M. Jillur Rahman. If you put it in the YouTube, you can get my biography. There is a full my whole life, from my student life, I mean my childhood, my business life, my family, everything is mentioned there with the video. I mean, not only audio, the video, and with the other some documents. So anyway, really I love to hear from you. This is the first time for me with you, and I am very much happy to see you, Mr. Istiak, and Mr. Martin, and Mr. Aaron. And I think I saw Mr. Polo, World Business Forum. I just maybe remember. Anyway, let us be in touch. And I also like to inform you that very soon means next Monday, we are going to organize one online our meeting for our international partner regarding the development of the SMEs. I mean, you know, the world for any country, whatever it's the USA or the Bangladesh or the Europe or the Middle East, in any country, the SMEs they're the backbone for any countries for the financial inclusion. So for the development of SMEs, we are going to organize one program. This is next Monday, and still maybe I will share with the group of Mr. Martin if you allow me. And if anyone would like to join, please let us join for the development of SMEs and to matchmaking, to help each other, to cooperate each other. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you
You're
very much
welcome.
again.
I'm gonna put his information, gang, into the chat. Please connect with Mr. Raman. I have known him for quite some time, and so it's great to meet up with one another. Everyone's always watching what we're doing all over the world. Anyone else for new business before I
Also,
finalize?
I want to add to Mr. Rahman. If you look at our chat, I put the link. So if you want to be a presenter and have a whole segment of presentation, it would be wonderful. Pauline's going to be the president coming up, but you know, our list is open right now. We're filling it up quickly. So if you want to be a presenter for the following year, we're already booked in through June, but definitely check out that link. I just put it there and be a presenter. And that's anybody else. Go to our website, and if you go to Hipsters, and it will be right there, speakers and present to us.
Yeah, I want to get the surf report from Aaron in Ocean City this summer. He's going to be surfing there and was an invited guest to come and surf all summer long. So the Rotary Global Impact.org/guestspeakers.php for everybody who's watching from around the world right now, also on Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. If you click on that link and go to that link, you can apply to be a guest speaker. And we have openings starting in July. We're starting to book up now through the rest of the year. It's been difficult for people to get in. So we invite SM Ziller, Aaron with the Surf Report, Carolina, Isabel from Chile. If you would like to be a guest speaker, please do. The last report I have today, of course, was the big generator report with the new film that has gone out, and sending Dr. Douglas Davis over there to Ukraine by airplane to go to the warehouse to shepherd these first 400 generators of almost 2,000. Please donate at MilwaukeeRotary.org if you're interested to donate in the generators program. $5 is not too little. We're at about $115,000 now. You may have read the report that was emailed out to everybody, signed by 3 governors working across 5 districts. And that's one of the main reasons Aaron Myers is receiving an award this year. Because of all of this, you know, we would not even have known about the Milwaukee Club if it had not been for him. He just ferrets, he gets in there kicking, bucking, punching. You can put him into a wooden box and drop it into a river, and he's in there punching, blasting, hammering, kicking, and will break the box apart. And the next thing you know, you're looking down off the edge of the bridge going like this. Well, so much for him. And there he is. He's like splashing downstream. He got out somehow. So he has just been fantastic at bringing things to the club to change the earth and help the human race. And this video that I'm going to put on as we end our show today, we would not have had a chance to connect with Milwaukee Club of Rotary and to be introduced to this Yale medical doctor, Dr. Douglas Davis, and Anya Voroskova, and many other people, Andreas from Be an Angel. Let me put this on and say goodbye to everybody. Thank you for joining us once again. And I think that the sound is working great. So you'll see Dr. Douglas Davis' actual live report here now. We just put this out last night. So if you've not had a chance to see this report or read the governor's letter, It's in your email. And is everybody getting audio out there? Is the audio okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Someday you'll know. Someday you'll know. You know what I'm going to say. I've been feeling this way for far too long. And now you're gone. Took me away from all of my fears. Kept me away from all of my tears. Now you're gone. And now I'm lost.
This is actually a relative and family of their family.
Finally, I think I can see clearly now. I'm in love. Think about me one more time before you slowly. I'm in love. Take me away from all of my things. I'm in love. Kept me away from all of my things. I'm in love. I'm sorry.
Dr. Davis from Rotary Club of Milwaukee. I'm also with Ukrainian Medical Association North America, Friends of Be an Angel, and I'm here with my good friends and colleagues from Be an Angel.
Woman.
This is Thomas Humphrey.
Hello.
And
Victoria,
or we call her
Жіночий рух.
Mrs. Donbass.
No.
So they're at the warehouse where they've been collecting humanitarian aid for distribution since the beginning of the war. They've done a fantastic job of getting generators that are going to be going out to really some of the hardest hit regions where Putin and the Russians have taken out the electrical infrastructure, and they've been sourcing generators that have been bought in Germany and delivered straight here into Ukraine. And show us around the warehouse?
Yes, let's go.
All right, guys.
So here you'll get a chance to see the first
the warehouse
400.
is divided into sections. Currently, this is our generator section.
Yep.
We're trying to clear as much space as possible because we have over 1,000 generators that will be coming through here. So it's a huge project. Currently, we only have the small ones here, the 2.5 kilowatts, but we have 5 different sizes: 2.5, 8.5, 12, and 17, and then 8.5 diesel. Because on the front lines, diesel is more common than gasoline. So the military uses diesel, the trucks use diesel. So those are definitely designated for those areas. And do you want to talk about in your Help Mothers project? Diapers?
Майже рік війни в нашій країні, і ми продовжуємо волонтерський фронт, ми продовжуємо свою допомогу. Жіночий рух об'єднує весь світ, і ми дуже раді, що у нас є такі друзі, Be an Angel, які нам допомагають. І саме зараз у нас на складі знаходяться генератори, які дуже потребують населення, військові, всі, кому це необхідно. Знаходяться медикаменти, які також потрібні населенню, і все це завдяки нашій спільній роботі. І ми знаємо точно, що роботи буде дуже багато, і буде дуже багато допомоги для нашої країни.
All right, show us some generators. Let's see.
Here you can see these generators from Germany, 2.5 kilowatts. These are more designed, for homes, smaller case uses.
Yeah.
And then when the larger one comes, we're looking at powering, hospital equipment, because they also are, the larger ones have pure sine waves. So for more sensitive hospital equipment, these do not produce pure sine waves. They're for, simple stuff like microwaves and fridges and so forth, that don't require.
Wow. So you got pickups coming today?
Yes.
Yes.
And we're also sending generators out with Nova Pochta later.
Нова пошта, або люди саме приїжджають, забирають. Ще хочеться доповнити, що такі генератори – це кожне врятоване життя наших українців, наших військових. І якщо не давати таку допомогу, то ми не врятуємося. А так, як є така допомога, у нас є право на життя.
Yeah. So this is an incredible project that Be an Angel and Friends of Be an Angel has undertaken. They are buying at this point. It was originally, I think, about $900,000 worth of generators, but I think Anya Verkovskaya has. Didn't you buy another 600?
Yes, 597.
So you can't stop Anya from getting more generators. So we're probably well over $1 million for generators in support of Ukraine. So you can just see the warehouse here. All of the humanitarian aid, including food, medical products, and now generators that they're getting out to the front lines. We've got some groups that are coming in today, including Mountain Seed is going to be picking up generators that they're going to be taking to far forward east positions to help some of those that have been most affected by the attacks on the Ukrainian infrastructure and the electrical system. So it's a great job they're doing here in Ukraine, getting the generators out.
You guys are doing a good job. What do you think, Patty?
It's amazing, and I'm thinking of each one of those boxes have to get brought to an individual location.
Yeah.
This is just halfway point. But it's amazing. It touches my heart.
Seeing is believing. This is Mountain Seed's van. They've loaded up. They're getting ready to go out all the way out to Baku, Kherson. So this is why it's so important to work with all these organizations. Thank you, guys. See you in 2 weeks. I love you so much. Be good. Keep doing good things. Well, thank you, everybody, for joining us again today. All the way from Chile, my goodness gracious, and getting poor Linda up at 2 o'clock in the morning to mess around and play with a computer. Not an easy thing to do for anybody. We do welcome you here at the Rotary Club of Global Impact, and have a great week. Thank you so much.